severe pain in the lower back, have severe cervical spondylitis, you have problem of frozen shoulder, then you may practice some additional asanas that are beneficial for the spinal cord. It is not necessary, but if your body is flexible, then you can practice them. First is Gomukhasana for subsiding cervical spondylitis pain and the problems of hydrocele. Legs stretched in front. For Gomukhasana, first fold your right leg from the front. Fold your right leg. Fold your right leg and sit over that, or position the right ankle below your hip, and then fold your left leg from front and fold in such a way that left knee is positioned above the right knee, like this. Left knee is positioned above the right. Now if your left leg is resting up, you will raise the same arm upward and vice versa. Now raise your left arm and then turning your left hand backward from the left shoulder, try to hold your right hand with left from behind. You have to look in the front. This is Gomukhasana, an important yogasana for subsiding the cervical spondylitis pain and problems of frozen shoulder and hydrocele. Now come back to the same position. If you are unable to hold your hands from behind, then you practice it like this, from front only. Even then it may subside the problems related to prostate glands and hydrocele. Now repeat the same steps from other side, from opposite side. As you did before, first fold your left leg from front and try to sit over the ankle of this foot. Then from front, fold the right leg in such a way that the right knee rests over the left. Sit in a relaxed manner. Raise your right arm upward and try to hold left hand from behind. This is Gomukhasana. An easy and effortless asana. Now gently bring your arms and legs to the same position. If you do not have pain in knees and have slight pain in the lower back, then you can practice the next asanas, that is Ardha Chandrasana and Ushtasana. Stand on your knees. If you are suffering from pain in knee, heart diseases, blood pressure or have hernia, then do not practice these asanas. Stand on your knees, hands on the either side of the waist. Hands resting on the waist. First we will practice Ushtasana and then Ardha Chandrasana. Ankles of both the feet in upward direction. Now while breathing in, you will turn backward slowly. Rest your hand behind, above the ankles. Breathe in, neck turned backward to the maximum and the chest stretched upward. Now you will come back to the same position slowly. This is Ushtasana. This is beneficial for your waist, spinal cord, growth of the breast and for thyroid related problems. Now practice Ardha Chandrasana. Open the toes of your feet. Keep your knees apart so as to balance your body. Rest your right hand on the chest and left above that. Now while breathing in, bend backward. It is an easy and effortless asana. Now slowly come back to the same position and sit in the posture of Vajrasana. After bending backward, you also have to practice an asana where you have to bend forward. So now we will practice Shashakasana. If you bend backward in an asana, then in order to balance your body, you must also do another asana where you bend forward so that your body remains balanced. Now while breathing in, lift your arms and while breathing out, bend forward. Palms, elbows and forehead resting on the ground. Then while raising your arms, come back and bring your hands down from the sides. This was the practice of Shashakasana. So, today, you are doing easy and effortless asana.